On the 30th of October, Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, announced that anyone who's purchasing a second home or an additional property will be subject to the new stamp duty rules, which will come into effect from the 31st of October 2024, where you would have to pay an increased surcharge at 5%. There was no warning given, nothing whatsoever, and it's left people scrambling who are in the process of buying properties to find that additional stamp duty. In this video, I'm going to give you a few ways that you could potentially be able to raise those additional funds. And now, please be mindful, it does depend on the purchase price of the property that you're buying. That will determine how much additional stamp duty you're going to need to raise. But the first option is speak to your broker. See if it can be added onto the mortgage loan with your existing mortgage lender. Some lenders will allow you to add the stamp duty, but you have to be mindful of the loan to value limit. So speak to your broker, speak to your bank to see if this is even a possibility. Option 2, if you've got a buy-to-let property in the background, see if there's a way that you could potentially raise any additional funds from that property to bridge the gap for that additional stamp duty that you need to pay. But please be mindful, if there are early repayment penalties, for example, on the current deal, they may be applicable, but some lenders may actually allow you to do a further advance as well. But remember, you need to meet the lender's rental stress test to ensure that you can actually get the mortgage loan that you need, because buy-to-let properties, the main driving factor on how much you can borrow is the rental income achievable. It's not like a residential property where it's your personal affordability only that's taken into consideration. Option 3, see if you can try to renegotiate the purchase price with the vendor. This won't be ideal from the vendor's point of view, but for yourself, this could be a make or break in terms of you getting this property. So see if anything can be done by reducing the purchase price to at least be able to raise some of that capital with that reduction in the purchase price. Obviously, the vendors are probably not going to be happy with this, but what can you do? If you don't ask, you don't get. Option 4, see if you can get a mortgage extension to your current mortgage offer. A lot of people may not have the additional stamp duty funds now. However, if they have a bit more time to save a bit more money to raise that gap for the stamp duty applicable, that may push them over the line and help them buy the property that they want. This won't be ideal, for example, if you're in a chain or the vendor wants to complete ASAP, but it is an option. Because if you don't have any other way to raise that capital and you need time, and the only way you're going to get time is by having a mortgage offer extension to the existing offer or by delaying completion. But please remember, speak to your solicitor, because if you're in a chain, that could disrupt the whole chain. And of course, your solicitor is going to have to check with the vendor if they're even happy to do this and if it is even a possibility. Check with your broker or your bank to see if it's even an option to be able to extend your mortgage offer, what the process is, if there's any further credit checks run, if there's any further documentation needed. Every lender has a different process when it comes to extending mortgage offers, and not all mortgage lenders do extend offers. Option 5, if you've got family that are willing to gift you the money towards the stamp duty, that could of course help you, but of course not everyone's in that fortunate position where they have family members who can actually gift that kind of money. If you're watching this video and you have been impacted, let me know if you've got any other resolutions from what I've mentioned here. Anyone who has been impacted, fingers crossed, I'm hoping you can get all these property purchases over the line. Let me know in the comments. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you on the next one.